Hello everyone, and welcome to part 1 of the Sobekite video guide. This is going to be our first boss, Sobekite Matriarch. The first thing we're going to have is we're going to have all of the casters stack up in one position here where you're going to see the tinder go down. Every 20%, this boss is going to spawn 3 adds in a triangle formation around the group, to the right, behind us, and to our left. And what's going to happen is your stunner is going to stun the rightmost add, that will be the add to the east, while your mezzer is going to turn around and mez the add behind and to the west. Then you are just going to focus DPS the east mob until it's dead, do the same thing behind, and do the same thing to the west mob. And you're just going to rinse and repeat. Once again, that's going to happen every 20%, so 80, 60, 40, and 20. At 15%, the boss is going to spawn 2 adds behind him, and your mezzer is just going to mez those adds, and you're going to completely ignore them and stay on the boss and focus DPS on the boss until he's down. So this boss is very straightforward and very simple. Okay, so now the boss encounter is going to begin. Both tanks are going to stay on the boss. You can cross guard each other with the tanks. Now, when these adds spawn, you don't have to, the off tank doesn't have to go back and help with the adds, but you can, especially if your DPS is a little lacking, maybe people aren't templated. It's a good idea just to help DPS them down. This boss isn't going to do a crazy amount of damage to the main tank, so it's okay if he's not cross guarded for just a little bit. So remember, our first mechanic happens at 80%, and that's going to be the triple add spawn. So here come the adds. So you can see there's one behind. The Sork is mezzing the one behind, and the Sork is mezzing the one to the west. DPS is focusing the east one down. I'm going to come give you guys a view of what it looks like. We focus this one down first. We turn around, stun, and focus the one behind. And when everybody's nice and ready, you rinse and repeat on this add here. Stun and DPS down. Once that's done, you go back on the boss and you're going to rinse and repeat this until the boss is dead. Now here is something I would like to mention here. If these adds do not get CC'd correctly, or they do not get burned down before the CC expires, then they are going to spawn 2 different adds. The yellow ghost alligator can die in 1 or 2 hits. It automatically goes to the person who's farthest from the mob. And also the big purple ghost alligator, which can easily be one-shotted if you just cast Confuse on it. Now here we're slowly going to move the boss back. This is because the ads will spawn in the back of this room and it gives a anchor for the Sork to AoE mez the boss. So at 16% the Sork will start AoE mezzing the boss here, and ideally when these two ads will pop, they'll get mezzed. After those ads get mezzed, everyone is just going to focus DPS on the boss and ignore the ads completely. Now you can see here one of the ads didn't get immediately mezzed. It's okay though. The only thing that's going to happen is it's going to heal the boss a little bit. But if you have good DPS, you can just keep focusing on the DPS on the boss. And you're just going to focus until the boss is dead.